So, what I'll be talking about today may sound a little harsh, but I promise I'll explain as thoroughly as I can. And that is that no matter what religion you are, you're enclosed in your own world and your own delusions. Now, let me start by saying that every religion out there, at least the major monotheistic religions, each has a little something different to offer. Each has its own holy book, its rules, its structure, beliefs, etc., and each will have its own prophet and its own miracles. And if you ask any strong believer of any of these certain religions, you'll most likely hear that they are 100% right, that they have it right. They know with 100% certainty in their heart and in their faith that they have the right religion and their God is the true God. So basically, a Muslim believes with all his heart that he is 100% correct, that Allah is the one true God, Muhammad is his prophet, the way to heaven is following the Quran, etc. You have the Christians saying, no, our God is the right God, Jesus is the right prophet, and then you have Mormons saying something different a little bit, and it just goes on and on and on. So the point is that each of these people are living in their own world, basically. Each religion will have its own followers, and they'll be living all in their own delusions. And I know, all that sounds harsh, but I've been there before too. I used to be a Christian, and I held on to my beliefs basically because I wanted to. And I think that's true of a lot of people, that they hold on to beliefs because it makes them happy. And who can blame them for it? It's hard to let go of a belief that makes you happy. And of course the whole going to hell or nothing happening after death, that really scares a lot of people into believing and not letting go of that belief. So what these people share in common is that they all see what they want to see, all hold on to a few shreds of barely compelling evidence, and turn a deaf ear to logic, doubt, reason, and compelling evidence pointing to the contrary. Now, I'm not saying that all Christians or whoever are extremely illogical and irrational, because that's definitely not the case. But even from the very liberal Christian all the way to the fundamentalist Christian, they'll all share at least this one thing in common. So how can anyone be entirely sure that he or she has the right religion? You may offer all the proof you want, but guess what? So will the Mormon, Muslim, Scientologist, whoever who's sitting next to you, and their evidence will be just as compelling as yours. And even if you think about the Muslim religion, there's a few select extreme Muslims that are so certain that they're correct that they're willing to die for it. So they definitely think they're right, obviously. So with all these possibilities of what could be true outside the natural world, how can you be sure you're right? The answer is that you'll never be sure if you're right or not. God is never going to come down on a cloud and tell you what's correct, what's incorrect. You'll never hear that. All you have are books written thousands of years ago and other people telling you what to believe. That is why I think that the best stance to have is agnostic or atheist. And, me personally, I think I've said this before, but I'm an agnostic atheist. Now, atheist, agnostic, whatever, is the neutral stance, the non-belief we had when we were born. We're simply told to believe these certain things, and our human nature took over, and voila, we're religious without really even trying. As I personally see no compelling evidence to suggest otherwise, I do not believe in any sort of God. Now, I definitely leave room for the possibility of a God, but I definitely see no reason to believe in any religion. And I think a big reason why I don't believe in any religion is simply by the fact that people are so gullible. Just look into the nonsense that Scientologists believe in. Really look that shit up, it's crazy. And, if people are able to somehow believe in that, us humans can be tricked into believing just about anything otherworldly. So best stick to observing our natural world, using logic and reason, and drawing conclusions from that. Thanks.